Churachandpur district becomes hotspot for COVID-19 in Manipur after confirming 15 positive cases of COVID-19 in a single day. Inmates at Bright Brain Quarantine Center in Lilong constituency warn of leaving quarantine center for lack of adequate facility. Special train bringing 430 stranded Manipuris from Telangana reaches Manipur today. MLA K. Ranjit fixes state government responsible for sudden rise in COVID-19 cases in Manipur. Education Minister T.H. Usham calls for joint efforts of government and public in confronting COVID-19 pandemic. And India reports 5,609 positive COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 2,435. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Joyshree Usham with the top stories and latest news at this hour. After confirming 15 positive cases of COVID-19 in Churachandpur district has been declared as hotspot for COVID-19 in Manipur. Churachandpur district administration has imposed total curfew under section 144 CRPC in town area and curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the rest of the district till May 31st. Markets were closed and streets wore deserted look today. CMO Churachandpur Dr. V.C. Pao briefed about the medical department's preparedness and future course of action in wake of the situation. He said that till today, 995 stranded people from various parts of the country had arrived and few more are expected to arrive, mostly from Bangalore and Delhi. He said volunteers who are engaged at quarantine center in Saikot constituency were given trainings today. The CMO added that District Administrator Churachandpur have identified St. Joseph High School Saikot, VK Tauna College IB Road and SSPP Residential School in Ngathal village as containment areas and have sealed the areas. He also said all inmates and incoming people will be tested for COVID-19. He disclosed that 47 samples were sent for testing yesterday and the result is still awaited, while a few more samples were sent today. Meanwhile, Churachandpur district is declared as hotspot. Minister V. Hankhalian visited quarantine centers set up in Churachandpur district and gave away some PPEs this afternoon.
Now, this is one preparedness that we are going on, and we hope the best that because already 995 people have already arrived here, and we are expecting more of people from Mumbai and Delhi. And after that, of course, it will be a bit better. Means no other stranded people are expected to come so freely as of now. So until then, we have to work hard until all the clients or all the inmates of the CQC, Community Quarantine Center, Institutional Quarantine Centers are tested. That is what is our mandate is. Now we are prepared for 10 better isolation ward. Suspected cases are admitted once they develop and become serious, or if they need to be cared immediately, they are being cared there. If anyone is tested positive, then they will be sent to Imphal, either Jennings or RIMS.
Inmates at Bright Brain Quarantine Center in Lilong Turel Ahanbi Salam in Lilong constituency, Ward number 5, have warned of leaving the quarantine center and to return home if the government fails to provide them necessary facilities. Altogether, 18 people are staying in the center. All 11 of them returned from Guwahati and 7 of them returned from Delhi on May 13. They complained that their COVID-19 test reports are still awaited. The inmates also complained that center has not been properly sanitized, nor government has supplied them masks and hand sanitizers. There are only 4 washrooms for 18 people. They condemn that even the relevant authorities do not pick up their calls.
Quarantine center asida hoje sizinariba bathroom toilet singasi maram chadaba akhoi masen ipun punjan naraga tum sizinaba sing ge hoje awat palaiba bathroom singsi ipun da pullaga sizinabani na akhoi si maham se mata punna hoijallaga thammaga laina pakko supakta bu suputta pakminna bagi phibam dalayapa medical facilities akhoi da laitaba doctor laitaba nursing laitaba Lapo ay batara ga soy ko siya matugat sa bagi mo ngam hoy na iyang ba ato sugum ba posak ama lakpa ay na hairi ba wasi mo koy da taning daba ay koy si mayam da gi tonga laga lay halli basi gi artha thogap ta ba quarantine photo si karamba makhan gi photo no hay basi ay koy na hanging pa mari lay labo authority sing na koy gi wakat asi ko pupung ching singbina na ba amaka sohanna maluksa.
Special train bringing 430 stranded Manipuris from Telangana reached Manipur today. The special train, which also brought stranded people of other northeast states, arrived at Zirbam railway station at around 10 a.m. after dropping off stranded people of other northeast states. Numerous police and IRB personnel were on strict vigil at the railway station under the supervision of District Administration Zirbam and Zirbam District Police. The returnees were provided meals inside the train and they were screened turn by turn at their respective district screening points. After necessary screening procedure, returnees were taken to their respective quarantine centers on buses arranged by the government. Volunteers of all Zirbam United Club Association Ajuka, Ziri Development Organization JDO, IPSA and Indian Red Cross Society extended help during the screening process. Meanwhile, drivers who are ferrying the returnees to their respective districts told Impact News that nobody offered any help to them when bus tire get punctured. They claim that even workshops owners close their shops when they see drivers approaching towards them.
Problem kudimak aku de lambi da jani awa da main binaba laiba mayam amta main bi de aku hek lam gari sek ubaga thong simin.
MLA K. Ranjit has expressed apprehension that Manipur might soon be marked as COVID-19 red zone area. Speaking on the sidelines of receiving donations of around 3 lakh rupees from Development Committee Sero and Sugnu and other private individuals to combat COVID-19 at Kakching Kunau Kaitel today, MLA Ranjit appeals to the government to take firm decisions to confront and contain the virus.
Sarkar sigi policy haitaba sina maram orakanda green zone oramba Manipur se red zone se masi ki sarkar se unthok kadora hai se ai charge to ngi uthok kadabani mere ba ta atop state la ikriba ina sai jagre ai ile cha sing uthok pai se si sarkar ki duty ne ekoi ki duty ne luraba prithvi se nyoi ba jati ekoi se mut pa ya ba ki thak la kanda Manipur sarkar ang ha ki longning ba decision lo se it is very sorry.
Education Minister T.H. Radhesham has called for joint efforts of government and public in confronting the COVID-19 pandemic. He was speaking at a meeting held at Salungpham Mamanglekai to discuss on quarantining the incoming stranded people of Hairok constituency at Community Quarantine Center. Minister T.H. Radhesham urged everyone to join efforts in the fight against the pandemic.
Yekna was masak kangani bhawa kulai thagna masak kangno yekna bo oin le rebdo kari ai sandoro kone aduna masi hojik akoi Manipur da so ani khakna ra me ani phajana phagre khara amu na re ngarang si tawal ni yam khalakna akoi Chennai de train na lakwa maru oina akoi nurse ku ma tawin thang toromba ke doromda Churachandpur romda yam hengalak re aduna hojik si akoi su khange hengalakani kami mapa ne angang sing lakani hengalakani akoi angang sing si adale re Mayam loi kinarabnina sabata ko phangre.
Sagolban MLA R.K. Imo drew the attention of the government to provide health insurance to the healthcare workers, volunteers, members of Red Cross Society, police and media persons who have been taking major roles during this COVID-19 pandemic. MLA R.K. Imo opined that volunteers at the community quarantine centers should also be tested. Speaking on the sidelines of his inspection visit to Sagolban Constituency Quarantine Center at Johnston Higher Secondary School today, MLA R.K. Imo said that samples of most of the people at the center have been tested negative for COVID-19 and the rest will be tested at the earliest. He said that those who tested negative will be allowed to return their homes. MLA R.K. Imo said government has not given any essential items at the center till date. He appreciates people of the constituency who donated PPE kits, hand sanitizer, hand gloves and breakfast to inmates and staffs at the center. The MLA said return gifts of a tree sapling each, a pair of gloves, a mask and a sanitizer will be given to those who tested negative.
ana test tawrkanda community center da thajan birakera natraga my institutional quarantine center da thambigera lakri bokti sumba community center da thajal agadi masida sandorpagi machak am oibe yabanina maduna masi akoi tohning de yaringi di hana test to biyo duga thajan biro adu matung da koina masi senajaba ngamgani koina mitarani lengera tramari lengera guideline gi matungina apamba mongda adum thamba yani haidna is main thamjage mateng si mafam khurimakte iloin pangbirei akoi PPE kit sing nahan akoi PPE kit kumanga mi akoi gi pulen maitai MCS na pamwirei admai tok na te akoi gi lairiba hand sanitizer sing kari kari daka taba mayam si pangbiraga usibokti mating oi government ki site tagi su akoi akak na ba kai basic item khara sel laiba volunteer sing se si thengna ba nungaina ba PPE kit sing re adugumba sanitizer sing se PBU usibokti pigani ri hai ado akoi thudo ko jibo yor palite.
Tamai MLA Awangban Nirmai has also inspected the conditions of 7 quarantine centers of Tamenglong district. He also offered monetary help to the centers. Officials at the centers to strictly abide by government's protocol to tackle COVID-19. The MLA has also transferred 2,000 rupees each to 750 stranded people of the district who are currently stuck in Delhi. Leaders of BJP Manipur Pradesh inspected the conditions of various quarantine centers open at various constituencies of the state today. A team led by BJP State President ex-MP Ketramayum Bhavananda, including Minister T.H. Biswajit, Treasurer of BJP Manipur Pradesh, Ronin Blackie, State Secretary L. Bashanta, BJYM President P. Somojit and other party members inspected the condition of the community quarantine center opened at Langmaidong Higher Secondary School in Hyanglam constituency. The team presented essential items including face masks, hand sanitizers, HCQ tablets to the volunteers and security personnel at the center. They also extended financial help. A team led by BJP Thoubal District President Y. Kumarjit also inspected the conditions of various institutional quarantine centers in Thoubal District today. And the team also donated food items to inmates at the center. The quarantine center open at GNS Hostel in District Hospital Thoubal is currently housing 40 people, while the one open at Waikom Mani Girls is housing 43 people. Two dedicated quarantine centers for the transgender people were opened under the initiative of Department of Social Welfare Manipur today. Returnees from green zone areas will be kept at the quarantine center open at Government Ideal Blind School in Takelpat, Imphal West, while returnees from red zone areas will be kept at Maria Montessori Higher Secondary School Quarantine Center in Kwarengay, Imphal East. Separate blocks for transgender people have also been kept at various community quarantine centers opened by local authorities. Deputy Director Children Program will be the in charge of Takel Quarantine Center. Public may contact mobile number 7005018575 for further details. Ethno Heritage Council, Herikun, in a press release said people of the state should support the government's efforts to bring back stranded Manipuris in the wake of lockdown as they are being exposed to racial discrimination. Herikun also appeals to people to continue taking safety measures to ward off COVID-19. Members of Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization MMWO, Muslim Council Manipur MCM and people of Hatta Minutong seized and set ablaze huge consignment of Bombay Pan Masala and Zarda at Hatta Minutong in Imphal East District last night at around 9. 52 sacks of Bombay Pan Masala and chewing tobacco were brought illegally into the state on a truck Tata 407 amid the ongoing COVID-19 lockdown. Impact News sources said acting on a tip-off, locals of Hatta Minutong checked vehicles passing along the road and came across the consignment in a Tata truck with no registration number. Members of MMWO and MCM along with Imphal East District Police who rushed at the spot jointly set ablaze the items. However, the driver of the vehicle took advantage of the commotion and fled away. Locals have handed over the vehicle used for importing the consignment to Porampat police station for further legal actions. Speaking to media, MMWO President Pundramayum Abdullah urged the government to take actions against the growing incidents of drug trafficking in the state amid the ongoing lockdown. World Wide Fund India, in association with its partners UNDP, UNEP, MOEF and CC and National Biodiversity Authority NBA will host the first ever Digital Model Conference of Parties MCOP, the first ever digital conference on nature conservation for students on May 22nd and 23. Young conservationists from 28 states and 7 union territories of India will come out with the Delhi Declaration 2020, the first ever student declaration on innovative solutions to the environmental challenges India faces today. Prakash Javadekar, Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, along with experts on conservation and sustainable business and grassroots level organizations working in the field of environment, will attend the conference. MCOP 2020 aims to provide an opportunity to future leaders to gain knowledge and experience in environmental problem solving. 2 state representatives from one school of each of the 7 northeast states of India will speak at the conference. The 2 students who are selected from Manipur are Class 10 students of Ruda Academy, Thobal Wangmataba, Longjam Yaifarembi and Asem Melody. Proscribed Prepark in a press release says authorities concerned should ease the ever-increasing plights facing laborers and farmers of the state due to the ongoing COVID-19 lockdown. Police continue crackdown on lockdown violators in various places of Imphal city even today. Police detained people without face masks, pillion riders and people without valid curfew pass and issued them fines. Essential and emergency services were exempted from the lockdown restrictions. Volunteers have stopped donating blood at blood banks of Rims, Jenims and Shiza Hospital owing to strict COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. Impact News brings you a special report.
Volunteers have stopped donating blood owing to strict COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. Restriction on movement have deterred many organizations, NGOs and private individuals from going to blood banks to donate blood.
Blood bank sing asida igi award pama koi mayok na ba horapli masigi maram sing si koina voluntary blood donor organization mayam amasung koi gi member sing amasung voluntary donor khodimak chatok chasin khodong cha da mayok na ba horapa koi gi igi stock asida nomano gi handaratli koi gi blood bank khodimak asi koi gi voluntary donor group sing asi achoba contribution namana akoina chalai ba ngambe Maruina Koi Manipura, Labour, Helping Hands, Lifesavers, Samsung, Satragi Sansan, Mayamamana, which is regularly blood donate to Pasina, Quina, Nasi, Hospital, Sida, Samsung, Anavas in Nasigi, when our Bazi, Megapagnam, Koi stopped the isi amna wasilapa aduga igi demand di adum leina khoi dagi blood bank dagi e di adum khoi na pi hi ba ma gi darka dui matungina aduga replacement ji laktabanina akhoi the negative balance ma adum lakpa horli
blood bank ta blood stock name aduga in general khoi blood consumption su khradi hande lockdown adungsi adugo tangai phadana e kap to ya da anaba khradi le samna ha thalassemia hemophilia leukemia patient mayam ama chang nai ne e kap to ya da kaya ama le makhoi sigi darka le e sigi mathakta khoi gi angang na ba da e ha da ba da chanisa kaya ama gi uchi kana wana da e kap to ya da ba marwai na hari condition khara asidi tangai phadana khoi prepare to be at the curfew pass as if Hungdabana Maru or the blood banking, Timnasu, Mapana Satoga e collection si, Namdre, Aduga. Individually, blood bank the Laga, beginning ba, the voluntary blood donors in soup, the man Laga, the blood bank, the EPV Kudum si, like habitat.
Volunteers of Helping Hand for People Manipur have been donating blood to Jenims, RIMS and Caesar Hospital by abiding the guidelines of National Blood Transfusion Council to help those in need. 119 units of blood have been donated during this pandemic lockdown so far. They had to halt their donations due to lockdown restrictions.
Lockdown like even a maram oraga thao pona the badigi awa marapsida. Koi own expense da mayami mating pang rurage haidana takjabani. Punama sigi matakta hantak ikang kang hodana lockdown asi kangkani kansilakpa amadi koi voluntary blood donor sing asida kudong chadaba kaya mayonare. Ana layengi thabak asi essential service ni hai. Masiga mari lenaba thabak khudima curfew relaxation pibiri. Transfusion asi essential service sing dabra. Kariyuma sing lagadi sigi free movement pifam thok dabra haibasini. Matang chida thamjani wafam di concerned authority na voluntary blood donor sing asida no magi oiba e pass ama issue to bigera natragana e piba piba matamda ayet pa pibidana ba simbiyu marai bak thiraba patient kaya sigi khanbiraga concerned authority na voluntary blood donor singi damakta alternative arrangement ama tobiyu.
Blood cancer patients and patients from rural areas who required blood in emergency facing immense flights in wake of the situation.
COVID-19 na Manipur da awaba chaiting kaya phangli. Tanja sida Jenims da blood cancer ki patient laying badi leptan chathajari. Blood cancer ki laying ba matam da blood asuki matik darkar le. Patient party singna arrange tobo ngamba khoi di tawi moina ngamdaba mayam di ayamba matam da voluntary donors mayam na mating pangi. COVID na maram oiduna curfew lakpadagi voluntary blood donors singna chathok chasinda khudong chada bakhara leirakpadagi blood se free da piba ngamdabana blood cancer ki patient singna khudong chada bakya mayoknari masigi damakta ayhakna lebaki authority da request am khatang tokjage Manipur da blood donation tobiriba akoigi voluntary blood donor mayambu chathok chasin ya hanbagi karigumba upaya matang sinbiyu.
Although Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has directed to ensure free movement of the voluntary blood donors, no action has been taken in this regard in Manipur. Relevant authorities in other states are making arrangements to ensure free and unhindered movement of blood donors, hence no shortage of blood supply. Manipur is most likely to face huge crisis amid this coronavirus pandemic when its 3 blood banks run out of stock. State government should take necessary actions at the earliest. With camera person Chungkham Subhas, this is Ketumayum Premchan, Back News, Info.
Delhi Association of Manipur Muslim Students in a press release appeals to the government to look into the list issued by the government for evacuation of stranded Manipuris from Delhi. It appeals to the authorities concerned to rectify the list at the earliest and to issue a new one at the earliest. The special train bringing around 1,145 stranded Manipuris from Uttarakhand also reached Zirbam railway station at around 6 p.m. today. Security personnel distributed food items to the returnees at the station. The returnees were screened and sent to their respective districts in buses.
India ki tongan ba station da panun laiba Manipur ki miwe sing Jiribam phawba train ki matena puchlakpa asida lakba miwe sing asigi marakta miwe khradi queue maintain tawdaba amade social distancing maintain tawdaba thengnai loinana lakleba miwe singasana phongdro pagi matung ina train manungda social distancing maintain tawdraga mafam asida laga social distancing tawribasina kari kanagadagi haibana singba sing phongdro pathene matang asida hangba yaba wahangdi India ki tongan station da laiba miwe singna train da lagliba sida train manungda social distancing maintain tawdabra haibasi aso wahang amadi oidi loinana mafam asida lagliba miwe sing kharadi mafam asida yawram matungda makoi ki district da bus chapa matamda bus da yawriba dustbin da makoi na sina ba loida ba hand glove amadi maka singba sing hapsan bagi mahuta soroki matai da lambi gi matai da kya thadar ba thine asigumba thabak thong sing asi makha ta na chathrak pa taragadi manipur da nom gi ising ichawgum covid 19 na ba mioi masing hengalakani haibada haima tholoi impenis kidom miam da palum jariba hizam become jiribam district.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus updates. Keep watching Impact News.
Bisleri at your doorstep delivery service. Bisleri drinking water with 10-step quality process. Ozonization for purity with contactless production and packaging. For order-related queries, please contact 8787-567-518 or 690-9357-842. With terms and conditions apply.
WHO Ministry of Health Government of India sa kang disinfectant ni sodium hypochlorite madi ising solution nung tigi siya waiba poktak su lairi hospital at healthcare facility singa toy ni siya ba disinfectant ni sodium hypochlorite mipum kun COVID-19 naging aktumal na bagita marangkay na siya si sodium hypochlorite contact our visit website at telephone number sida ako po warol gidamag.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English News. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in India increased by 5,609 cases in the last 24 hours. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 1,12,359, out of which 63,624 are active cases. 45,299 people have recovered and altogether 3,435 patients have died so far. Maharashtra is on the top with 39,297 confirmed cases and 1,390 deaths. Globally, coronavirus has infected 51,15,198 people and 3,30,362 people have succumbed to COVID-19, while 2,40,386 people have recovered so far. USA is on top with 15,93,485 confirmed cases and total deaths of 94,963 so far. USA reported 763 new cases today. Special Judge NDPS Court Lamphel today granted 3 weeks bail to former Chandil ADC Chairman Lukhosai Zou, who is under trial after he was arrested in a drug trafficking case worth over rupees 27 crore in 2018. The court granted the bail after considering submissions of both the defense and the prosecution on medical ground. As per the order, Lukhosai Zou cannot travel across Manipur and will be fined 40 lakh rupees if he ever tried to hide again. It may be recalled that a combined team of Narcotic and Affairs of Border NAP Police and Imphal West District Police arrested 8 people, including the former ADC Chandil chairman, in possession of 4.595 kg of heroin worth above 13 crore rupees and over 28 kg of World is Yours tablets worth 14 crore and 57 lakh 18,000 rupees in cash. Government of the People's Republic of Nagalim, National Socialist Council of Nagalim, NSCN, in a press release condemned United Committee Manipur UCM for making spiteful remarks against NSCN and inciting enmity between the Nagas and the Meiteis amid the worldwide battle against the COVID-19 pandemic. The press release said UCM prodded Manipur Chief Secretary into writing a letter to Union Home Secretary stating that Indo-Naga ceasefire does not extend to Manipur. It pointed out that the ceasefire covers all Naga territories and demanded UCM not to spread misleading information to the public and not to stir up hatred between the two communities. Kanglei Park Students Association KSA opposed delimitation based on either India's census data 2001 or 2011. Speaking to media, KSA President N. Chitan said there was an unrealistic increase in the number of population in some subdivisions of Manipur as per 2001 census. He said Manipur was not included in nationwide delimitation in 2008 due to worse law and order situation in some subdivisions. He appeals to conduct delimitation based on reasonable data by carrying out new census. N. Chitan also said that KSA will file a PIL at the High Court and that it will submit memoranda about the same to authorities concerned. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi on his 29th death anniversary today. On this day, 29 years back, former Prime Minister and stalwart Congress leader Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated during an election campaign in 1991. Rajiv Gandhi served as the 6th Prime Minister of India from 1984 to 1989. He was also the youngest ever to hold the office. Rajiv Gandhi took charge of the country as the Prime Minister after the assassination of his mother and former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1984. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee also observed the 29th death anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi as Anti-Terrorism Day at Congress Bhavan, BT Road today. MPCC President M. Okendro, CLP leader Okrami Bobi, CWC member Gai Kangam, Congress Party MLAs and leaders attended the event. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portrait of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, and party president addressed the gathering and they took oath against terrorism. Lyra Anangi Marub, LAM, has observed its 5th Foundation Day at its office in Mongshangai, Mayailekai. Attendees paid floral tributes to late members of the association and distributed food items to around 237 disabled persons and widows residing in Mongshangai, Imphal West District. Now the sports news. Hockey India has ruled out shifting the Olympic-bound men's and women's hockey teams from the Sports Authority of India's Bengaluru Centre, despite the recent death of a coronavirus-positive cook employed there. It ruled out shifting the players, stating that the deceased had no access to the players' accommodation zone. A top SAI official said that the cook had not gone beyond the gate area since March 10. The official rejected reports that the deceased cook attended a meeting inside the SAI campus on last Friday. He added that the campus is divided into 3 sections: gate area, Sector A and Sector B, and all the players stayed in the last part, Sector B, so they are completely safe and are already living a quarantined life for the last 2 months. International Hockey Federation has laid down 12 new rules for return to turf during the COVID-19 pandemic. Players are advised to follow government's guidelines, and anyone showing symptoms of COVID-19 should not train, to come at training center on private vehicles or walking, to arrive shortly before training, to follow the sign for everything and for leaving the field, to wash hands properly before and after practice, to maintain social distancing of at least 1.5 meter, not to touch the ball, not to celebrate or high five with teammates, not to touch mouth guard and on no spitting, to bring one's own water bottle, stick, shin pads or goalkeeping kit, and to return home or hostel directly after the training session. Now before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Churachandpur district becomes hotspot for COVID-19 in Manipur after confirming 15 positive cases of COVID-19 in a single day. Inmates at Bright Brain Quarantine Center in Lilong constituency warn of leaving quarantine center for lack of adequate facility. Special train bringing 430 stranded Manipuris from Telangana reaches Manipur today. MLA K. Ranjit fixes state government responsible for sudden rise in COVID-19 cases in Manipur. Education Minister T.H. Radhesham calls for joint efforts of government and public in confronting COVID-19 pandemic. And India reports 5,609 positive COVID-19 cases in last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 3,435. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay